For WFIRST, I am part of the systems engineering team, and what I've been working on mostly is helping with the development of the spacecraft requirements, as well as working on the interface control documents between the spacecraft and the payload elements. We have two science instruments and the telescope itself, and so we have to have interface documents between each of those elements and the spacecraft, so everybody understands what's integrating with what in terms of mechanical, electrical, optical, thermal. So I was the product design lead for almost 2 years for the Solar Dynamics Observatory project, and then I was also the lead attitude control systems analyst for the Global Precipitation Measurement mission. And as part of that, I was leading my team and helping with designing and developing and implementing the ACS, the attitude control system. For me, the coolest part of SDO was the fact that I got to work on it from the early stages all the way through launch and commissioning. So I got to see the entire project, pretty much the entire project life cycle. Now my role in that evolved as time went on, but I still, having been able to be involved in knowing the ACS system so well, and then being able to see the whole observatory functioning on orbit and sending down massive amounts of really cool solar images is pretty cool. I actually got married and had 2 kids during the life cycle of SDO. There's a lot of things that make up a good team lead. You have to be able to delegate tasks, first of all. As the team lead, you don't necessarily get to be involved in all the technical details of every aspect of your subsystem. So you have to be able to delegate that to your team members. You have to be able to listen to them and help them with any problems that they come across. You need to be able to interface with the subsystems that interface with your subsystems. You need to be able to anticipate problems and be able to follow through with chasing them down and making sure that they don't affect the bigger picture. Technical problems we can solve. You know, we have very, very smart people that know what they're doing. They can figure out the problems. It's getting those very smart people to work with these very smart people and work together that can be the challenge. And then when you're dealing with other stakeholders and other agencies that have other priorities, then you have to really get people to refocus on the common goal and move forward. What has helped me a lot is developing a support network, and whether it's from my teammates when I was working on SDO, having good mentors. I worked with an extremely good subsystem lead on SDO, so she was a really good mentor about how to, keep everything in order. She was very detail-oriented, and so I learned a lot from her about making sure paperwork was put together and not just, oh, we've solved this problem and move on to the next thing. It's like documenting and getting your story together so that you can transfer that knowledge to the next person or the next highest level. And so if you take every task and every project that you're assigned and make the most of it, find those other opportunities where you can learn more or be involved at a higher level in something. Goddard has always been, for me, a very welcoming environment, and everyone was very keen on the work-life balance, and so helping figure out how to be the best engineer that I could be, but still at the end of the day, my family comes first, and from the project all the way through to my line management, they were all very supportive of that. It's helped me get to where I am by having that balance and being able to know that I can be a good engineer and I can still be a good mom. I'm Melissa Vess at the Goddard Space Flight Center working on the Wide Field Infrared Space Telescope project.